We live on a blue planet, but we've only explored about 5% of it. The rest? A dark, crushing, alien world we barely understand. We know more about the surface of Mars than we do about our own oceans. In today's video, we're diving deep littorally to uncover 10 mind-blowing, terrifying, and awe-inspiring facts about the deep ocean. By the end, you'll see the sea in a way you never have before. First up, the deep sea is pitch black. At around 200 meters below the surface, sunlight starts to fade. By the time you reach 1,000 meters, it's completely gone. Down there, light doesn't exist, but life most certainly does. Creatures here have evolved in total darkness. Some have no eyes at all. Others have developed their own light sources through bioluminescence. In this eternal night, these glowing bodies aren't just for beauty. They're for hunting, camouflage, or communication. Imagine seeing flashes of blue and green in the pitch-black abyss that's life, signaling through light. Down here, light is optional, but survival isn't. Believe it or not, there are rivers and lakes under the ocean. Yes, you heard that underwater rivers are real. In the Gulf of Mexico, for instance, divers discovered dense pools of brine that don't mix with the surrounding seawater. They have their own shorelines, waves, and even currents. When submersibles try to enter them, they literally bounce off as if hitting invisible glass. And what's inside? They're toxic, rich in methane and hydrogen sulfide. To most life, these underwater lakes are beautiful but utterly fatal. Next, life exists where it absolutely shouldn't. At hydrothermal vents, cracks in the seafloor spewing boiling. Toxic chemicals, entire ecosystems thrive without a single ray of sunlight. They live off chemical energy, not the sun. This discovery changed everything for science. It made scientists believe that life on other planets could exist in the exact same way beneath ice sheets, near volcanic vents, feeding on chemicals. Moons like Europa and Enceladus might just host deep oceans just like our own. It seems that where there's chemistry, there can be life. Remember those old sailor stories about sea monsters dragging ships beneath the waves? Well, it turns out they were right. The giant squid, once a myth, is a very real creature, growing up to 43 feet long, with eyes the size of dinner plates. Its elusive cousin, the colossal squid, is even larger and armed with rotating hooks on its tentacles. They live at depths too dark for human eyes, but recently, cameras have finally caught them alive, drifting through the abyss like ghosts. The legendary kraken, it turns out, was real all along. The deep ocean doesn't just hide monsters, it actively protects us. It acts as the world's largest carbon sink, absorbing around 25% of the carbon dioxide we release into the atmosphere. Microscopic plankton and a constant shower of organic material, known as marine snow, carry carbon down to the depths, trapping it for centuries. Without the ocean's incredible ability to store carbon, Earth's temperature would spiral out of control. The ocean is our hidden shield. There's a literal cemetery of whale bones at the bottom of the sea. When a whale dies, its massive body sinks to the abyss, becoming an entire ecosystem for decades. Scientists call this a whale fall. At first, sharks and other large scavengers devour the flesh. Then, specialized worms and bacteria move in to break down the bones themselves. Even after 50 years, the skeleton still supports a community of life. It's a powerful reminder that even in death, new life begins. Now, meet Torotopsis dohrnii, the jellyfish that refuses to die. When it gets injured or simply old, it can revert its cells back to their youthful form, essentially starting its life over again from a polyp stage. In the deep sea, where predators are fewer, it could theoretically live forever. This creature isn't science fiction. It's living proof that nature figured out biological immortality long before we ever dreamed of it. Immortality isn't a myth, it's marine biology. Some deep-sea creatures don't just glow, they generate their own power. Fish, like the electric ray and the deep-sea stargazer, can discharge electricity strong enough to stun their prey or communicate with each other in the dark. Down here, electricity is a light, a weapon, and a language, all in one. When light fails, power speaks. We often imagine volcanoes erupting on land, but the ocean floor is alive with fire. There are over 1 million underwater volcanoes, constantly shaping new land every day. Some erupt so deep that the immense pressure causes lava to cool instantly, forming strange glass-like structures. Others can trigger massive tsunamis or send superheated plumes of water thousands of meters high. The ocean isn't still. It's breathing fire from below. And finally, the most mind-blowing fact of all is that we've only just begun to see what's down there. In 2022, researchers discovered more than 5,000 new species, all in just one unexplored ocean ridge. Every single dive brings back new creatures, new ecosystems, and a whole lot of new questions. What's still waiting in the 95% of the ocean that remains unseen could completely change what we know about life and, maybe, our own place in the universe. Until we go deeper, the ocean will always remain our last true mystery. If you've made it this far, you've traveled deeper than most humans ever will into a world where sunlight never reaches and life refuses to stop. Which fact blew your mind the most? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more real-world mysteries, science, and strange facts. Thanks for watching.